Today we're going to take a look at Garin Farms in San Joaquin, Iloilo. It is a gorgeous facility, and we did this it was Easter of 2017. During this lockdown, I've kind of been doing a lot of backup file maintenance, and I found this video I never finished. So I don't know what happened. I posted a slideshow of this, just pictures to music, and I never did the video. So let's make a video. This is from Easter 2017. We rented, actually not, did we rent a jeepney or is this a friend's jeepney? Don't know. Whole neighborhood's on one jeepney. We are going for Good Friday to Garin Farms. On Good Friday, they always want to do something. Usually it involves climbing a hill and dealing with large crowds. The Garin family is big in local politics. They have a dairy farm and they produce pretty good ice cream. At their farm, they have this almost useless hill in the center of it. And someone got smart and they put a cross up on top of it many years ago. And they decided to put a big stairway leading up to it and built a whole resort around it and added in all these dioramas showing Bible stories. It's actually pretty cool. So long drive, couple hours, and we'll be there. You're not going to see the whole 2 hours, but you know, here's the jeepney ride. So we finally made it to Garin Farms, and of course, because it is Good Friday, it is extremely busy, as we knew it would be. This is, 7 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know what time we started, way too early. I think in the jeepney, private jeep, was about an hour and a half drive, if that, maybe not that much. Wasn't too bad. I love these covered archways. It's very popular here. They grow a vine over an arch, and you have a nice shady area. You see some farm stuff in the beginning. It's mostly just kind of showy. It's not like the real farm area. They do have a real farm area, a working farm that we don't really see.
Back there, I missed it. That said, you are entering a farm. Oh, here's another one. You are in a farm. Please expect some foul odor. It's a farm, but everybody acts like it's a zoo. We gotta come look at the animals.
At the base of the hill, they've got this pond. That's an activity center you can rent out. There's little cabins. There's a restaurant, some eating areas. It's really nice. And they put that cross up on the top of the hill ages ago, and then they've been adding in the dioramas, staircases, and all that, and this whole big thing has grown out of it. And I thought it was pretty smart. They have this hill that's of no use, and they've added all this in. I was trying to discuss with some of the family about the dioramas, and they have no idea what most of these stories are. I mean, they've heard of Noah's Ark, but that's about the extent of it. Most of them have not actually read the Bible or know any of the stories. And as an old seminary graduate, I know more about these stories than I care to. And it just always amazes me how things that I just thought everybody knew, turns out it's not common knowledge. So I ended up quit trying to discuss anything with them and just enjoyed the view and took pictures. We could do this on a time that is not Good Friday, and it wouldn't be as busy. And it would actually be a great place to come hang out without the big crowds. But, of course, being Good Friday, we have to go do something, and it always involves, like I said, usually a hill and definitely large crowds. And so this would have been This part was fun, being crowded, but down at the restaurant and the eating areas and all that, it was a zoo. And it would be better to come here not on Good Friday. It would be a great little resort to come hang out at. It's very pretty.
Get an extra 20 points if you know the 3 passed out dudes that are with him.
You're supposed to look at the, the cross and the dioramas, but the view of the ocean from the steps is just gorgeous because the ocean's very nearby. So when you're looking down and you can see the little lake and then the ocean, it's just a gorgeous view. Once you get up to the top, there's this big tunnel to go through, and there is, of course, a light at the end of the tunnel, and I couldn't video in there at all. It was just too dark. I have a couple pictures that are not very visible. They have some little plastic screened pictures with lights behind them. Once you get up top, it's this white vinyl roofing material sprayed on everything. So it's all white and angel-y, and music playing, which is probably copywritten, so I'll turn it down. The weird thing about these guys is they got these blue eyes that are very distracting. Afterwards, we spent some more time going around their farm exhibits. We never really saw a working farm because I know they do a dairy farm, they do ice cream, so they have to have a lot more than we saw. But this was the public area, and they have it. The kids loved it. It's kind of like a zoo. Got to look at all the animals. Kids had a very good time. We need to get a chicken house like that. Then we could really do a lot of 45-day birds. There is, of course, the required zip line at most parks here. And I would love to do the zip line. I've done some really amazing zip lines in Mexico over the jungle. And I couldn't get anyone interested. I would have paid for anyone that wanted to do it, and nobody would do it. So, I should just do it without them. But where's the fun in that? I don't know why they don't ever want to do it. None of them will do it. This big activity center, of course, was rented out being Good Friday. I don't know how early you have to reserve it. It was packed. Had a big buffet set up. Looked pretty good. I was going to invite myself in. Being a foreigner, they might have let me. Who knows? But as I said, this place is gorgeous. And without the huge crowds of Good Friday, it's probably pretty nice. I would imagine it gets, relatively busy anyway. Oh yes, there's horseback riding there too. I forgot. I tried to get them to do that, and they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't let me spend any money. I don't know. There's a four-wheel drive vehicle section. There's a track for the vehicles. They were not running on this day. I don't know if they normally do, if it's something that's seasonal, what the deal is, I don't know. I would have paid for that had it been running, if anybody wanted to do it. Again, they wouldn't let me spend any money on them. I don't know what's wrong with these people. It was going to be fun. I would have paid for anything they wanted to do. This is one reason we probably should get a car, although I don't really have any interest in driving here. Things like this are a little over an hour away and would be wonderful to come for a day trip, and I can't get here very easily. So maybe we should break down and get a car, I don't know. What do you think of the little Flintstone buildings down there by the water? Nobody understood when I said they belonged to the Flintstones. Guess I'm too old. It was really a good time, and I would recommend the place, but it's probably best not to go on Good Friday. On the jeepney ride home, of course, we had company. I don't know where these chickens came from, but the driver bought them. Enjoy your day in paradise.